What's up, friends? Mark Barta with LGBTQ_. Today, your weekly insight into the queermosphere. I hope everyone had a great week and had a great weekend and is ready to start invigorated again because the week is starting. It's Monday. It always happens. So I hope you're ready. Well, sorry about last week. Moderna really kicked my butt. That second vaccine, I had a reaction with the first one, but the second one, it was a trip, man. I'll tell you. Body chills, low-grade fever, body aches for about 24 hours. So if you're on to your second Moderna dose, I really hope you have no reaction, but if you do, you'll make it through. All right, well, so do me a favor, if you like what you see, let me know in the comments or DM. And well, if you don't like what you see, feel free to shut me off at any time, girl. So I know we've all woke up to Colton Underwood this last week. He was plastered on all of our feeds, his very bright, beautiful white teeth. It's just really interesting because, you know, some people come out and get kicked out of their houses. Other people come out and get a Netflix series and probably a bunch of thirsty bottoms slipping into his DM, so I'm sure he's probably really excited about that. And it's interesting because he's supposedly a virgin, and ain't nobody got time for that. So good luck to you, Colton. I am sure you'll be just fine. Lucky you. Here's hoping he uses his platform and sexuality for a decent purpose and not solely for his own personal gain. We shall see. I doubt I'll be watching the Netflix series, as you know, one coming out is another coming out, and yours isn't any more special than anyone else's. So there you go. Enough. All right, let's check out what's happened this last week. Gay couples in Alaska win victory over benefits. A very promising vaccine trial for HIV has been an overwhelming success, and Florida passes a bill for female genital checks in school sports. Let's check it out. Since the passage of marriage equality across the nation, Alaska's oil wealth fund refused to pay same-sex couples the benefits that they were entitled to. For over 4 years, the state employees failed to give gay couples their benefits that are distributed to most citizens of Alaska annually. It took a lawsuit, not the federal law. They actually had to sue, even though it is a federal law, to spark change in this case. Now, the state has pledged to update the regulations and no longer enforce the former law. Records show that employees of the state had clear misunderstandings or outright disregard of the change in law. I'm not so sure how hard it is to understand that gay marriage was illegal one day and the next it wasn't. So if you don't like it, if you don't like your job, for instance, which you are supposed to do in the accordance of the law, maybe you should find a new career. Well, this just further exasperates this situation. In a 2019 email, it was recovered and it simply stated, unfortunately, the state of Alaska doesn't recognize same-sex marriage yet. What? I'm sorry, that was in 2019? That's ridiculous. I know you were all some of the last citizens that were acquired by the United States, but let's learn this lesson and let's learn it really quick. National law trumps state law, and what you think means jack diddly shit, okay? All right. A clinical trial for an HIV vaccine has done very well. The numbers look great with 97% success rate in stimulating production of rare immune cells that are resistant to HIV. Just imagining getting vaccinated for HIV makes me emotional. We need this as a community. Finally, we may see some hope. Participants in the trial presented with no safety concerns, and 97% who received the vaccine were detected with cells caused by an immune response, which was the desired goal. So it seems like this vaccine is going to work similar to the Pfizer and Moderna vaccines, trying to induce antibodies against the spike protein to prevent the virus from infecting our bodies. But here is the kicker. As we all know, HIV is a very complicated and highly mutating virus. So by creating a vaccine to elicit antibodies that bind to specific patches, that is what is going to be the tricky part. Controlling the mutations, attacking those. But hey, they made it through this first trial in humans with, this type of success rate. So I think we are finally on a road to a HIV vaccine, which is very, very exciting. I do have faith. We've been in this fight for so long, and I can't wait for the day where we can finally put HIV behind us. Well, we'll stay tuned. I will definitely let you know. Florida schools could face lawsuits if they don't force girls to undergo a health exam to determine their assigned sex at birth. The Florida House passed the bill last Wednesday requiring girls whose sex is disputed to undergo inspections of their genitalia. Since Florida Republicans hold the majority, HB 1475 passed. Schools that don't force a student athlete to undergo this exam could face lawsuits if the bill passes. And if the bill passes and is signed into law, it would face an uphill battle in the court, as President Biden has already issued an executive order saying that discrimination on the basis of gender identity is illegal in education, which includes school sports. It's already illegal. Well, let me tell you what, if I ever have children, or if my partner ever faces this shit with his children, I will go gorilla and throw so much shit at the class. And that is all I have to say about this. This is ridiculous. Nobody has the right to look at anybody else's genitalia. Well, it's time for the history of the week, because we are who we are because of the history we have created. Well, back in 2013, the French Senate in Paris approves the law for equal marriage and adoption rights for gay and lesbian couples. In 2014, the Finnish Post announces that Tom of Finland will appear on postage. I'm going to have to see if I can get my hands on one of those. And also in 2014, Malta becomes the first European state to include gender identity as a protected class in its constitution. Well, thank you for spending some of your time with me this Sunday morning. Here's hoping we all have a great rest of the day and week. Listen, if you've yet to subscribe or followed my channel, please do so that you get my weekly videos in your feed. And as always, check out lgbtnation.com. If you see something that you think I should mention in one of my videos, let me know in a comment or a DM. And remember to be nice. But if that doesn't work, burn the bitch good. All right, everyone, have a great week. See you next Sunday.